The Montreal Alouettes are 7.5-point favorites for the second half of their home-and-home against the Hamilton Tiger Cats after thumping the Tabbies in Steeltown last week. Cody Fajardo is likely to return from a hamstring injury for this one after missing last week when Davis Alexander threw for 262 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 pick. Montreal's defense was dominant as usual, picking off Bo Levi Mitchell twice and holding the Ticats to just 16 points. JC, can the Alouettes cover this wide spread?
I don't think they can this week, only because it is so tough to do that in back-to-back weeks, right? The Alouettes blew the doors off of the Tabbies last week. There is a wide disparity between these two teams, but this is a CFL. Everybody knows everybody, and when you're playing the same opponent twice, there are going to be corrections. It's going to be a tighter-fought football game. I think Hamilton will have some answers offensively. They're not going to be enough to win, but if Cody has a little bit of rust when he's coming back, he's not quite firing on all cylinders, I think there'll be just enough space for the Ticats to cover this spread, although I think the Alouettes will win it.
Yeah, we don't have, as of this recording, any updates on the injury situation for either team, aside from Caleb Evans, who's out for the year with a knee injury. But to me, I think that the Alouettes are going to cover this spread, and I think they're going to cover this spread quite easily. I'm more than happy to eat all 7.5 points here. If you can beat the Ticats by 16 points in Steeltown, you could certainly beat them by more than 7.5 points in the friendly confines of Percival Molson Stadium, where the Alouettes have had a raucous atmosphere so far this season. The Alouettes have by far and away the number one defense in the league. Their offense does not turn the ball over very often. Those big mistakes that are usually the type of errors that lead home teams to fail to cover these types of spreads are not the type of mistakes and errors that the Montreal Alouettes generally make. Walter Fletcher, I think, has shown flashes this season. Not that this team runs the ball a whole heck of a lot, but I think that this team is well suited to not just win this game, but win it by a relatively large margin. Not because they're going to put up 50 points on offense, but because I think they're going to hold the Ticats to under 20 points again on offense. Bo Levi Mitchell and company under Scott Milanovich, they've done a great job of putting up yardage. They haven't always converted that into points. I'm happy to take the Alouettes here minus the 7.5.